What's up, my ring rates? It's Dev from Mtg. Today we're going to take a little test drive with this Mystic Twister deck. A lot of you told me in the comments section of the deck tech that I'm going to have to see this one in action, Dev. So that's what we're going to do today. In case you haven't seen the deck tech, the basic gist of things here is to get Living Twister out as well as a Mystic Sanctuary. And then you can use Living Twister's ability to just pop a land back to your hand to do just that with Mystic Sanctuary. Play it over and over, which effectively means you get to play the same spell like every turn. All you have to do is play the spell and then play Mystic Sanctuary to put that spell back on top of your library. You'll draw it the next turn. That means you can cast a Time Wipe every turn or a Casualties every turn. You can cast a Mass Manipulation every single turn. And we've got Fae of Wishes in the deck too to help wish up stuff that we might need to cast over and over. And there's a bunch of stuff here in the sideboard too, like the Elder Spell, for instance, and Clear the Mind, another Time Wipe, an Inescapable Blaze, which is a pretty fun piece of stupid tech, another Casualties, an Expansion Explosion, and a Mass Manipulation. So I mean, the basic idea here is just to cast the same broken spell every turn of the game. But obviously, again, this is the kind of thing that you kind of need to see in action to actually believe it can be a real thing. So let's try to get into some games and see what we can do with this thing. All right, we got one. We're in against Aquin here, and this is actually a pretty decent opening hand. Just we have 3 mana and Chromatic Lantern, so yeah, it's fine. That's probably a good one to start on, but we'll see what happens here. Sphinx of Foresight, we're playing against fires, so we know we got to hold up the Sinister Sabotage rather than just play the not the Sphinx of Foresight, but the Chromatic Lantern. We really want to be able to counter fires if we possibly can. So we know they're going to probably get one here. Sorry, don't mind me on the left-hand side of your screen over here. Let's just play an island and say go, because that's really all we can do for a couple of turns here. Another Lantern taunting us. Just taunting us. Come on, play me on turn 3, man. You know you want to. I know your tricks. I am chilling, man. I am good where I'm sitting right now. So let's Oiland. Alright, we got actually a fair amount of the pieces now because we got a Mystic Sanctuary. So just got to get a Living Twister and then we're money. Money, dog. D-A-W-G. What you got? You got a tapped land on this turn. Apparently you don't have fires yet, so that's cute. That's very adorable. Alright, let's Mystic Sanctuary and not proc it. It's worth it. It is worth it. It's like all we have to do is get Living Twister and then we can start using Mystic Sanctuary. Get back Casualties, probably what we'll end up doing here. If we can get to that point. It's like, I want them to play fire so we can go ahead and sabotage it, Chromatic Lantern, and start getting on things. Getting on with it. Alright, you. Sphinx of Foresight. I'm going to counter it. Which they probably baited, very likely. Oh, I actually need that. Need the hell out of that. Let's play land number 5 and go ahead and Golos. Take that action. Get a Castle Vanji. And say go. See what Jeskai Fires has in store with us here for us here. They're just going to fire his Cavalier Flame. So that would be terrible. That would be so bad. Let's see. If we play 1 Chromatic Lantern next turn, we'll have at least 4 mana open to us. We get a land, we'll have 5. So we can Chromatic Lantern Time Wipe. Ugh, Cavalier of Gales. This makes me feel like I should have played Chromatic Lantern earlier. But that's fine. It's actually totally fine. So yeah, let's Chromatic Lantern. Time Wipe. Kill this Cavalier. And then say go Genesis. Let's see what happens. So now we've got our pieces in place, but they've still got a full grip of cards. I'm sure they're pretty dangerous over there. We have Fires of Invention. Now what you gonna do? Shimmer of Possibility. Okay. What 5 cards could be in their hand, right? So let's Casualties of War. Destroy a land and an enchantment. Yeah, I guess the white source. Let's do that. Then I'll play another Chromatic Lantern. And say go. Okay, again, we're in a decent position here. We get goalless down and we can actually keep it on the table. Then we can just start activating it. Fires of Invention. Jeez. Jeez Louise. And here comes a Cavalier of Gales. God. So much action. Action Jackson. Alright, so let's get down this island here. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6. So I guess we should go lows. If I search for Mystic Sanctuary, it comes to play tapped. I don't get the bonus, so that kind of sucks. And then Time Wipe again. Really need a Living Twister. Like, badly. Probably should have just Time Wipe first and then Golos on that turn, so that maybe we could start our next turn with Golos in play. We just activate it. But let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we can just play it and activate it all on the same turn now. Another Cavalier of Gales. They just keep drawing it after they shuffle it back in. That's actually hilarious. If they get a Cavalier of red, if they get the red Cavalier here, then like it could be our game. Okay, it's a Fairy Time Raveler. Isn't good. Certainly not. Now we have to draw land to be able to do this. Oh, but we did. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll not do that yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So we'll go Golos. Search for that land card. And then we'll Mystic Sanctuary. Gotta sequence this right. Put the casualties on top. Then activate Golos and get that casualties. Which is the only real thing we get. Come on. You can do better than that. So let's destroy a Planeswalker and a land and an enchantment and a creature here. Destroy target creature. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... Again, I guess the white source. And there's another one, but they've got all the blue and red in the world, so I just want to take out what we can here. And again, really good position if they don't have anything crazy, right? Because if we untap with Golos, we can just really try and start taking the game over here. But we have to untap with Golos. But still, even if we lose this game, I think it's been a really good example of what we're trying to do. And why the deck does have some game against fires. You know, I think that we're really less than 50-50 against fires again. But at the same time, the game isn't... We don't have a terrible game against fires, as has hopefully been illustrated here. So... Let's Golos Turles Pilgrim. We didn't get a freaking Living Twister, but let's try and get it here. Got a casualties. That counts. Target land, target creature. Get rid of that. I don't care if we take damage. I guess the other white source. Let's try and kneecap the white sources, see what that does. I could have blown up all their red sources at this point, right? Let's get an island out. Swing with Golos. And yeah, Callous Dismiss my own Golos. Because I have to play Callous Dismissal this turn. I might as well do that, get a body, and another proc on Golos when he ETBs. I think that's the right call here. They still have 4 freaking cards in their hand. Like, there's so many cards. They have just done nothing but draw Cavalier of Gales all game long. It's insanity. Alright, so we get a Callous Dismissal. That's cute. Let's Golos. You're such a tireless pilgrim. Take the action. I'll get another Sanctuary at this point. Yeah, I can afford to do that. It's Chromatic Lantern. And then activate Golos. Oh, Living Twister. Finally. Jeez. Okay, buddy. Thank you. Can afford to activate it too. Should have probably done that in reverse order. Fae of Wishes. Granted. Might just get another casualties. Let's get expansion. Let's just try to close this bad boy out in a couple of turns. End it. Alright, so they have 5 cards in their hand. That's still so many cards. That's still an obscene amount of cards. You could argue that I should be holding up Mana to Sinister Sabotage in their turn, but like, I actually kind of think it's more powerful and important to get advantage out of Golos at this point. We got the Living Twister, which is great. It's really fantastic. Cavalier of Flame. Yuck. That's really gross. But that's okay. They can't do anything with it this turn. But we can just kill them with expansion. Or explosion, really. So it should be fine. Like, can't we, right? Let's see. They're at 13, and yeah, they know it, so they're going to scoop. We could have just killed them with expansion there. Again, explosion. But yeah, good game. That's what the deck does. All right, we got another one here. Fresh off of a win against Jeskai Fires, one of the best decks in the format, so that should tell you something. We got another one here against Nether or Nother. I'm not quite sure, but I do actually kind of like this opening hand. We got Sinister Sabotage, Living Twister, Drawn from Dreams. Multiple decent pieces at the very least. If we do get a Chromatic Lantern, we can Time Wipe, Living Twister, but we have to get it. So let's see what the opponent leads with here. A Flaxen Intruder, so probably some sort of Golgari Adventures deck, which is actually like pretty decent against us. That's again like one of my problems is that a lot of the best decks are decent against us, except for Jeskai Fires. And you saw an example of that in the last game, but I still have issues, you know. We talked a little bit about it, Lovestruck Beast. We talked a little bit about it in the video, the deck tech. I think that you could probably just add, again, like blue X Shocklands and stuff to this deck and really increase the consistency, but I'm not sure that it's worth the bump in budget. That said, the deck is only like $75 on TCG Player, and it just handily beat a Jeskai Fires. And I'm not sure if that was perfect play or not, to be honest with you. But either way, we beat Jeskai Fires. So nothing else. I'm pretty happy with myself. Oh my god. I actually have to sabotage the Edgewall Keeper. I was really hoping to be able to get rid of the Lovestruck Beast there. But alas. We're just going to be taking damage from these 1/1s. Yeah, let's take it. Because we're just going to draw in from Dreams. We might pick it up. Alright, so a Golos, a Shimmer is decent. Time Wipe is probably good, but I really wish that there had been a Chromatic Lantern in here somewhere. That's what I really wanted. But I'll take the Sabotage, and I'll take the Shimmer, so that hopefully we can find the Lantern. Because we don't have too many turns to do it. We got to be able to cast this Time Wipe or we're done, kid, so... But if we do cast this Time Wipe, it'll really give us a lot of breathing room if we can do it. Rotting Reggie. Ugh. Yuck. Alright. Didn't expect that. This is, oh, a Chromatic Lantern. Hey, buddy. Are we just dead anyway? Right, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next turn we'll be at 3. Ooh. So we can Time Wipe. Have it drawn from Dreams. Sure, I think I'll do it, yeah. Living Twister to have a blocker. Oofta. Alright, they discarded a Liliana. They're going to win on 3 lands here. If all keeps going, you know, the way it's been going here. Oh, please cast Lovestruck Beast. Please walk into this Time Wipe. They don't do it. Ugh. I really wish you'd have done it. No blocks. Let's go to 5. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, so let's just time wipe. Get that garbage out of here. Please. Please. Let's restart this game at 5. I don't think it's going to really work out, but we'll see here. Oh, no. That's not good. Let's drop an island. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana open to us. Oh my gosh, they scooped. Why did you scoop? Why did you scoop? That's crazy. Like, we probably would have played Living Twister on that turn. Would have been able to hold up Sinister Sabotage so we can counter one of those Lovestruck Beasts. So, and even if they got another land, they wouldn't have been able to cast both Lovestruck Beasts. Like, I can understand the scoop because we're about to be in position, but I really would have liked to get into position and demonstrate what the deck does once it gets there. Time Wipe really saved the day there, but again, we're 2-0 with this pile of jank. So let's try and get another one in. All right, we got another one here up against Ponyboy, and this is a great opener, right? Callous Dismissal for defense. If the opponent doesn't do anything, we got Shimmer, but either way, we got Chromatic Lantern. So this is a great opening. I'm all for it here. Looks like we'll probably be able to Shimmer next turn, but in case they cast, Knight of the Ebon Legion or something, they don't. They might be able to get to a Thought Erasure against us, and that's not good. Let's go ahead and Shimmer here. Oh, I want to pick up another Chromatic Lantern so bad, just in case they Thought Erasure us, but Golos, and Fae of Wishes for that matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana open in our hand on board altogether. So, oh goodness, this is a really, really difficult decision because if we get Thought Erasure next turn, we're in trouble. But I think I'm going to go for the Golos here. And then they might take the Golos with the Thought Erasure, which I want that more, to be honest. But there's the Thought Erasure. Let's see what happens here, kids. They're almost certainly going to take the Chromatic Lantern, so we don't have a play next turn, one way or the other. Really should have. That just goes to show you, and if you know they're going to have the Thought Erasure, probably take the Lantern, because now we don't get the Lantern. So that's going to be a real problem, I think. Let's Shimmer. Here's another Lantern. Hopefully we don't get Thought Erasure again. That would just be awful. I'd have to scoop to that, I think. I really might. Alright, it's Grixis. Their avatar is Bolos, so I should have guessed. See what Ponyboy. I actually think I've played against Ponyboy before. It's a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Interesting. Okay. You get it to 2 power, you can recast the Thought Erasure. That's very funny. You're a very funny person. So that's Chromatic Lantern. Should have played this Vantress by now. It's Callous Dismissal, the Arcanist. Get a little tempo. A little tempo never hurt nobody. A little body on the battlefield. It's nice. Then next turn we get this Golos. If they leave it on the battlefield, we can activate it. I think it might work out. It might actually do things this game. A Fabled Passage, probably for a Black Source. Let me see if we called it. Yep. Here's a Thought Erasure. God. Woof. There goes Golos. That's not great. And they're going to replay Arcanist. I guess we can just Callous Dismissal it again if they do that. They decide not to. We just got to land. Not the best thing in the world. But let's draw First Blood. I guess we had to do that, right? I didn't want to look at my library. Look at my graveyard. Shimmer, Chromatic Lantern. Ooh, a Bone Crusher. Ew. Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I don't like that you're going to be able to cast Bone Crusher. I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, you're going to get another Black Source. You can cast Bolas if you have it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. They're just going to go Bone Crusher. Okay. Which isn't good either. It's really not great. Let's pass. Are you going to go Arcanist? Why not? Just do it, right? They don't want it. I mean, I guess they think we might have a counterspell. Hey, another Chromatic Lantern. They're everywhere now. I feel really weird about putting it on the bottom. I don't like. Alright, so a Fae of Wishes. What would we wish for right now? Sorcerer's Spyglass, name Nicol Bolas? We could do that. I don't know if it's a Bolas deck. It's just Grixis. He searched up black sources specifically so he could play Bolas, I assume. His avatar's Bolas. I mean, I'm sniffing it out, right? So, I don't like it. Let's do that. This Fae of Wishes. We'll have 3 mana open. Are you going to negate? No. Probably just get the mass manipulation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's tough, right? Yeah. It's like either mass manipulation or casualties of war. I wasn't quite sure which one to go for there. I think casualties is correct. Let's play FOW. And Sega. Here's an opt. Okay. I was like, what is this? It's just an opt. I'm really nervous for some reason. Alright, but they still don't have the black sources to play Nicol Bolas. They will Murderous Rider the Fae of Wishes. Little Grixis mid-range with Dreadhorde Arcanist. Still, like, bugging me a little bit. Alright, so Living Twister. Let's do that. I hate that there are no real good targets for Callous Dismissal. That's not great. But it's also kind of fine. In the turn. Alright, we get another mana here. We can mass manipulation for 2. Which might be awesome. So they're going to murder us, right? Jeez Louise, Bubba. You jerk. Alright, that's probably fine, right? Yeah. End up going to 12 this turn. Oh, they're at 16. If we mass manipulation, the Bone Crusher will go down to 10 because it'll do 2 damage to us. I'm willing to have 2 damage dealt to me. Target land, target creature. Bone Crusher and Watery Grave. So they can't cast these Murderous Riders next turn. Unless they counter it here. Oh, they're going to unsummon the Bone Crusher. Nice. Okay. And Bone Crusher us. Cute. We're at 8 here. We do have to, like, kind of watch out. 8's where I start getting a little bit nervous about the goings-on. Their whole hand is just in exile, you know. They have 3 creatures over there, but they can only cast 1 of them, so that's kind of a reprieve. It can still Arcanist. I don't know why they haven't just gone ahead and done it, you know. Is it worth going to 6? I doubt it. It's just Living Twister so we can block. It's probably the right move for now. And then say go, play it safe. Where's our sanctuaries? Sanctuary! I need it really bad. Where's Quasimodo when you need him to take me to Sanctuary? Let's see what they've got here. It was a Merchant of the Veil that whole time. Okay. So they discard the Arcanist. They get an opt. They'll draw something else. Drawing an awful lot of cards over there. You gonna get in? You gonna get in on me? Waddles? Alright, you don't. What did I call them? Waddles. We got the other mana that we needed, I guess. 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we can manipulation for 2. If the situation ever arises, we can. Target of a spell. Okay, so that's good to know. So we can just shock it to death, if that's what we need to do. Alright. Let's no attacks in the turn. This is one of those times again where like it's proven to be like fairly hard to close a game, but all we gotta do is get a sanctuary. Thinking about making it increasing it to 2 drawn from dreams or something in this deck. See if that helps things out. Might be worth casting manipulation at this point. It really might. Especially since I can use this Merchant of the Veil if I do so. Always forget that Merchant doesn't tap. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Alright, our turn. Let's castle Vanji. Right? Yeah. I think it's better than returning a bunch of lands to our hand. Bunch of lands. Look at you being a jerk, Arena. Just always trying to get us with these double lands. Alright, so our turn. We get another land. There were 3 lands in a row on top. Come on, Arena. Come on. So let's mass manipulation for 2. Get that, get that. Auto pay. Take our 2. Are they going to unsummon? Oh my god. Ugh. That's hurtful. That's so hurtful. Really means we're going to end up going down to 4 because they're just going to giant us again. Needs to be something in this deck that like gains life. It really does. What's next? Let's swing for 2. Put him at 10. That's not a very high life total. I guess we'll put it that way. 3 cards in their hand. One of them's a Bone Crusher. They have to use most of their mana to play it and then play it. Which I assume they'll still do. They'll put us at 4. Right? Got another Black Source. Yeah. You know, Bone Crusher us. Put us at 4. Oh, and Bone Crusher us again. Ooh, that's not good. That's really ungood. Jeez. It's a time wipe. What's the best way to use this time wipe? Like let him cast a Murderous Rider and a Bone Crusher next turn and then time wipe? I think that might be right. We have 9 mana, 9 instants, so we'll have 6 if we activate Merchant of the Veil this turn and try to get some action. Which I'll do. Discard Callous Dismissal. Time wipe. That's very funny. Like, that is really, really, really funny. Like, that is just so funny. Okay. So oof. Alright. I don't like being at 2. I really don't. All they have to do is draw a Bone Crusher or Shock. I mean, they might be playing Shock in the deck. And we just lose to that. So they're going to play Bone Crusher. And Murderous Rider. They only have 2 mana left. What's this other card in your hand? Brazen Borrower. Actually kind of sucks. Well. Oh, let's keep it. Let's keep that time wipe. And then let's Vantress. Scry 2. Shimmer. Do we want Shimmer? 5, 8, 9, 10. I'll take Shimmer. But then I think we have a decision to make, right? Because 7, 8, and 9, we have 9 mana, so 5 on time wipe, 3 on Living Twister is 8. So we wouldn't have the mana to play Shimmer. So what I think I'm going to do here is go ahead and Shimmer. I'm going to do it. Golos. I'll take Golos. Time Wipe. Living Twister comes back. Okay. We can still just die to a Brazen Borrower here. It is very, very likely that that's what's going to happen. Play Merchant. Please go ahead and play Brazen Borrower. Please do it. That would really be the difference here. Nope. Okay. So we have to Living Twister right now. 4, 5, 6. So yeah. Let's not do it though, just in case I want a Time Wipe or something. What I'm doing here, by the way, the reason I'm not playing Golos is because they probably will Brazen Borrower EOT here, and I want to be able to kill it with a Living Twister. So, just so you know my thought process. In the turn. Resolve. Alright, let's return the tap land we control to our hands. Then let's discard said land card to kill this Brazen Borrower. Cool. Oh my god, can we keep it up? Please don't draw a Bone Crusher. That would crush more than my bones. It would crush my heart and my soul. Merchant of the Veil. Murderous Rider? No, they're going to draw and discard. What are you looking for? Okay, so let's Golos right away. Take that action. Get a Mystic Sanctuary. Return it to our hand. Play it. Put a Mass Manipulation on top. Oh god, a Brazen Borrower. Let's go ahead and return Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, whoops. Oh, come on. Now I have to return 2. That's actually terrible. Ugh, I don't like that at all. Alright, resolve. Take the action. And then say go. Okay. We still have enough mana to like activate Golos. That's pretty cool. We get our Mass Manipulation. But again, we kind of have to Living Twister here. Yeah, so that we can kill the Brazen Borrower when they play it. Thank God it resolves. Drop the island here. I guess we can try to give him a Golos. See if they just block. They do not. in the turn. Resolve. Kill that. Discard a land. Wonder if it was extremely foolish to attack this turn. So if they draw a removal spell, like if they draw another Murderous Rider, just kill Living Twister, get through with Merchant. So we'll see if we pay dearly for that. The ultimate price. We're just going to try to like shuffle with Merchant of the Veil till they get it. Still have enough mana to cast it, if they do get it. Okay, so now we don't have much to worry about, I don't think. And we should be able to win. Yeah. Should be able to win this turn. Hey, another Mass Manipulation. Let's do that and put... I'm going to put a Sinister Sabotage on top. We don't have one? I thought there was one in there. Huh, I guess there's not. Well, casualties. Yeah. And we can Mass Manipulation for 1. Take the Merchant of the Veil. Tap whatever, right? Yeah, tap whatever. Grab that. Then just get in with everything. Put him at 2. Then return to tap land. We control to our owner's hand. We have exactly enough mana to do this. And then kill them. Discard a land card. What are you doing? Put that down. 2 damage to you, sir. Or madam. Could be. And then that's it. So, yeah. I think that was pretty decent play. Who knows? Maybe I made a bunch of misplays and could have won 80 turns before that. But that is 3-0 with this like $75 deck. There were a couple of janky things we came across there, but again, in case you forgot, we beat a Fires deck towards the end of this video like 7 hours ago. So, or towards the beginning of this video. Did I say the end? I don't know. I've got a tumor. But in any case, by the way, mono black control deck right here. This is actually a pretty sweet deck. But let's talk a little bit more about Mystic Twister before we finish it off here. Again, I have reservations about this deck. I don't think it's great against Simic Flash. I don't think it's amazing against the Sacrifice decks, although it has a ghost of a chance against them. Against Jeskai Fires, it seems like it's a little less than 50-50, although you did see us pull off a win there, but it usually requires some pretty tight play, which I think I was able to pull off this video, not meaning to pat myself on the back, but I don't think I made too many like egregious errors or anything. I think there was a lot of good play in this video, but I mean, the deck can obviously do some really cool stuff if it's able to get going, you know, if it finds its opening and all that. But even once it finds its opening, it takes it forever to like lurch to the end zone, you know. So just because there's a hole in the defense doesn't mean that it's going to just sprint to the finish. You still take a while to actually close games here. So, but either way, I hope you all enjoyed it. This is only $75. You want to try this thing out? Link in the description to the deck list and the deck tech if you want to hear a little bit more about the ins and outs of it. Give me some metrics and all that. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy kooky content like this. I'm going to be making a lot more of it, plus Theros spoilers coming out, more of them at least, very, very soon. So, yeah, do all that stuff. Hit up the Patreon if you want to really support content like this. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on at the beginning of the year vis-a-vis the channel and YouTube and my sponsorship too, for that matter. So I probably won't be making anywhere near as much money towards the beginning of this next year. So if you really want to help me out and keep me on YouTube making videos and stuff, then yeah, please donate just $1 a month to the Patreon. I'm actually, like, it sounds like I'm begging. I am, because I need it. All creators need it right now. It's a really dismal time to be a YouTuber. But in any case, all that, you know, bitching aside, this is still like a crazy deck. It was a lot of fun to play on camera here. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope it kind of, you know, was a testament to the actual power of this really weird looking deck. But in any case, let me know what you do to it down there in the comments section. Click the deck list in the description to pick it up if you want to. Again, great F&M deck. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'm Dev from the Place. Thanks for watching, my wizards. Spread love and be kind.